for not having a sense of humor. Get out of here. Get out of here. I love when someone feels so emotional they need to announce their exit. Hey, gifts ungiven 99. Love the stream. Keep up the memes. Thank you for the 3rd month of support. I do appreciate that, as always. Subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. We're in the play or the draw. We're on the play. They were upset. They were upset at the tier 12 command. They were upset that they asked about their random tier 12 jank deck, and I was like, well, it's probably not great, right? Like, it's probably fine. It's probably fun to play. Like, there's more to playing Magic than just winning, right? Like, we play decks in here all the time that definitely, like, we're not playing them because they're good. We're playing them because they're fun and they're sweet. But, like, you know, just if you're not okay with, like, calling a spade, like, that's what it is. All right, so I think I just take this Burning Inquiry, right? Like, they're hoping to hit lands with it. Like, I have an Abrupt Decay for this Flameblade Adept. Stomping Ground, Flameblade Adept. This deck occasionally needs double blue for Snapcaster Mage. It certainly needs double black, so I think I want to fetch with Misty Rainforest here, and we'll Abrupt Decay this off a basic forest. Could have been a Paladin, been the Bloodghast, right? Well, they hit pretty good here, so I assume we're going to see a Brutality Bin Bloodghast. Or a Goblin Lore if they drew it. I probably assume we're going to see Brutality Bin Bloodghast. I mean, the Hollowed One deck is very good. If you didn't see it, Logan Nettles posted stats from the mocks of every archetype and their win rates, and not only was Hollowed One the most played deck in the mocks monthly, but it also had the highest win rate of any deck, which is pretty indicative that the deck's pretty powerful. Like, not only the highest win rate, but also had like the highest metagame percentage. Was just thinking I really want to draw a Delve Threat. Was just thinking I really wanted to draw a Delve Threat. I really hope Street Wraith eventually gets banned. I think that card's just obnoxious and it's like poor game design. I'm never going to flashback this Thoughtseize, never going to flashback this Mana Leak, have another Serum Visions in my hand. Yes, Flameblade Adept is very powerful. The fact that it has Menace stapled onto it is very, very good. That card's great. Use Bloodghast in check. This Gurmag Angler is a really quick clock. I actually really like this build of Sultai because it, oh, you know what? They have a bolt in their hand, so they can actually bolt me and then give this haste. They could bolt me and give this haste. Sorry, back to this deck. I actually really like this build of Sultai because it has Delve Threats and Goyfs in it, so it's really able to apply pressure to the opponent. I think I'm just gonna back tick Liliana here, right? Just like get my Gurmag back. bottom this, top a big boy. So they have instant sorcery creature land, so I want to leave my Liliana in here. So that way my Goyf stays a 5/6. Next turn I can go Goyf plus push or scour. It does tax my graveyard resource to double kill the Gurmag Angler there. I'm going to snap this block off on the Bloodghast if they attack the Liliana. If they have a bolt to finish this, that's fine. They could just bolt to finish her. Is this your deck list, Tarmogoyf? This deck looks really sweet. I like how this Sultai deck's built a lot. I love that there's no Jace in it, because that card is not good in Modern. Awesome, Dylan. Howdy to everyone at Geek Fortress. Howdy, howdy. We do have 2 copies of Baby Jace in here, or as we like to call a modern playable Jace. All right, so what do we got here? Surgical Extraction is pretty good. Thragtusk is fine if we can get there, but it might be a little bit clunky. Nihil Spellbomb is fine. I think Engineered Explosive is a little bit too clunky in this matchup. Our counter magic is definitely a clunker. I think Thought Seize is probably not quite good enough, but I don't know if I have anything else that I want to bring in. Oh, Damnation's pretty great, right? Damnation's pretty good. I don't think I want any of these other cards, which probably means that Thought Seize is fine. You think I want E? E is just like exceptionally slow. Like trading, I feel like the tempo you lose using Engineered Explosives in a matchup like this is just not worthwhile. I think Obstinate Bailiff is very good in the current format. I think gaining health is very good against the aggressive decks, and its stats line up well against things like Bloodbraid Elf. I wish we had like a Naturalize or a Disenchant of some sort in the board to bring in. I don't know if it's true that we'll never get to Thragtusk mana. Like, we have 6 cantrips in our deck. Like, our deck doesn't have a ton of lands, but it's got 6 cantrips. I don't know. I don't really think I like any of these cards more than Thragtusk. Like, if I had a different card to bring it over Thragtusk, but honestly, I think I'd cut the Thoughtseize before I trim the Thragtusk. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment. Look at that. This hand casts Thragtusk, chat. Can I keep this? Like, my lands don't deal me damage. I have a Serum Visions. What do the kids say? YOLO? That's exactly what my 5 land hand needed. A 6th land. Well. His hand's good. That's true. You actually don't know what your opening hand is in this matchup. This hand is impossible to lose all my lands to Burning Inquiry. Acerin M Star, thank you for re-upping that Twitch Prime support. I really appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can help me keep doing what I do here. Yeah, no turn 1 threat out of them is very good for us. They don't have a second land. Oof, that's good. Oh, did they just skip their phase? Nope. All right. So yeah, I'll start by playing this. If I didn't draw this Overgrown Tomb there, I would have fetched for Overgrown Tomb before casting the Serum Visions, but because we drew the Overgrown Tomb, I'm just going to go ahead and play that out naturally. It's a Jackal. It's a Jackal, chat. So I think I actually am going to avoid playing the Darkslick Shores here and just start fetching out green sources so my Scavenging Ooze can do a lot when it comes down. They don't have a land because we've drawn them all. Fatal Push. That's rude. Snapcaster Mage. Grab another green here. I actually don't have another green shock. Huh. I guess we only need single green, so that makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna fetch Watery Grave tapped here. I'm gonna go ahead and snap Serum Visions. Oop, not with that color mana, I'm not. I really... The auto tapper on MTG Arena, if that thing works well, I am super excited to use it. These are great cards to have. I'm actually going to run these both to the bottom right. And next turn I can play this big fish. Who am I kidding? Next turn we're playing this. I didn't fetch for the basic forest because I wasn't going to use it this turn. And I can guaranteed fetch for the basic forest next turn. So I kind of gain tempo by like getting the Shockland into play tapped. I'm effectively using a resource in this manner as a dealt threat of their own. Swag Dad and I, we go way back. We go way back. Okay, MTG Arena is currently in open beta. So everything in it, including the auto tapper, is subject to change. Notice I prefixed the auto tapper will be great if it's done well. I'm gonna give WotC the benefit of the doubt and hope that they could make lots of things in MTG Arena work and not be garbage. So here's hoping. Goblin Lore. Oh, they have double hollowed one. Let's take your Goblin Lore. All right, so they have a lightning bolt as well. It's in closed beta. Yeah, that one. Sorry, the NDA lifted. It's basically open beta. It's very similar. I don't want to play the Scavenging Ooze out yet because I want it to be able to get out of bolt range before I play it out. Well, they don't even really want to flash back the looting yet, right? Because unless they draw exactly street rate, they can't play these hollowed ones. This is great for us. I've played a lot of Modern Lifetime. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. So their hand is Gurmag Angler, hollowed one. So I don't need to play around Bolt anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and play out this Scavenging Ooze and then just start making their graveyard super awkward here. Just like get down and start gobbling. MTG Arena will eventually support OSX. It will not support OSX during the beta, they said. It runs on Unity, so effectively it will support everything. So I think I want to just go ahead and eat their land here, because this way if they draw an untapped land, they can't cast Gurmag Angler next turn that we know that they have in their hand. This does mean I can't gain a health with my Scavenging Ooze this turn, but I think that's fine. All right, and I think because we have Thoughtseize is actually not a bad draw here because we can take their stuff away, right? I'm gonna start by smashing with this Gurmag Angler and see what they do. Seems good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I'm just gonna go ahead and Thought Seize them here. And then just like get this Scavenging Ooze out of bolt range here, I think is my priority. Yeah, not close. Not close. Humans is a very good deck, and it's those archetypes. Hex will never be playable on a cell phone iron. Much like people keep talking about wanting Magic Arena on their cell phone. Like, I feel like people that keep talking about wanting Magic on their cell phone haven't thought it through. Like, sure, building decks or like drafting will be okay on your cell phone, but like playing actual Magic on your cell phone would be fucking miserable. Like, just with the big board states they get, I feel like people are oblivious to the fact that like the mobile games that you can play on your cell phone, they sacrifice strategic value to allow you to play them on your cell phone. And like, that's okay. Like, they're not Magic, right? Like, they're a different style of game, but I feel like people are just completely ignorant to that fact. They talk about how we need this on our phone. It's like, well, it's not going to be a good experience on my phone. Like, how I can't put a bunch of tokens into play. Like, it sometimes is hard to manage Magic board states on my 27-inch monitor. Like, managing some Magic board states on a 5-inch cell phone, like, that sounds miserable. Even if it's well done, that sounds miserable. Yeah, it's why Hearthstone has a troop limit. That's exactly correct. Gross. There goes my Scavenging Ooze. Zooming, zooming, zooming. Yep. And lots of zooming isn't a good user experience, in my opinion. That's subjective. You can feel free to disagree with that. But I don't think lots of panning and zooming is a good user experience. I mean, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and smash here to start. They're at 12. See how they block here. I might edict them. I think I just want to edict them here. I guess if I plus, they can't kill my thing. I know their hand is hollowed one, so... I'm just gonna plus. Plussing is basically like taking a hollowed one away from them, right? Oh my god, Ranting Bob. The fact that I couldn't readjust the window size is so miserable. It's so bad. Alright, sweet. We're 1-0. We beat weaponized variants. I would just like to say welcome to everyone that's hanging out here. Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at in the world. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer, and I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics at you. If you are new, please, at the very least, if you're enjoying, make sure you hit that follow button. That one doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try and put what decks we're playing on a given day in the stream title so you can get notified when we go live what we're playing that day. And if you can't catch us live on a given day, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. And I always archive all of my stuff there. Speaking of the desk, we've been sitting for the entirety of this stream, which is 4 hours, so I should definitely stand my fat ass up. Enjoy the ride, chat. This hand's great. Oh, this hand's wonderful. Everything I want to be doing in life. Everything I want to be doing in life. I did legs at the gym this morning, so like I'm still a little bit sore, but I definitely shouldn't sit for a full 6-hour stream. Hand's decent against Storm. Hand is just mono cantrips. I think I want to take their opt here. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm just going to take the remand, because if we hit a delve threat, the remand's going to be really annoying. The phrase I heard the other day was, sitting is the next smoking. How often can you watch for free bits? I'm unsure. I think it depends on your country of origin. No, you can buy cards directly for cash by going to mtgotraders.com. And if you do buy cards for cash there, use code Hoagland PayPal to save 8% on your singles order. You just fill a shopping cart with the cards you want and hit checkout. Hashtag born to shill. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. Grab a breeding pool here. Threat. That's effectively a threat, right? Is Last Hope actually good here? She's not really, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna bin her. Oh, I don't even remember it. Thunder something, right? They have main deck Bolt. Interesting. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick while they play their turn here. I'll be right back, folks. Did we die? Did we die? I got another. Oh, we basically died. We basically died. I mean, there's no rant, right? Just like, Blood Moon's one of the most offensive cards in Modern. Just no desire to play against it. Blood Moon is one of the reasons why decks like Sultai aren't good. That card is a big reason why this color combination isn't particularly playable in Magic. Cards like Blood Moon and Tron lands, they just create these non-games of Magic where one player just like ultimately didn't have any decisions that mattered. And that's, you know, if Wizards wants those cards in the format, we just, you know, we have to deal with it. And thankfully, I'm very lucky here on stream. I don't have to play those matches and feel bad about it because someone else paid for this league. And you know, if you're someone that's going to donate for a deck, you should be aware that if we run into matches where I don't get to make meaningful decisions and they feel miserable, I'm just not going to play them because we play Magic to have fun, and I don't find those games of Magic particularly fun. Well, I mean, decks like Abzan aren't particularly popular either. Blood Moon does host decks like Abzan very hard. In general, the only 3-color decks that usually have a semblance of a chance playing through Blood Moon consistently are decks that have red as one of their 3 colors, because then those decks only have to fetch 2 colors of mana. Like, in general, the 3-color decks that can play through Blood Moons are ones that have one of their 3 colors be red. Interesting. Some kind of zoo deck? I think I'm going to take their Finks here. Card's really annoying for us. It's a touch awkward that Tarmogoyf dies to the Maelstrom Pulse on their Tarmogoyf. I think I'm just gonna wait a turn. I'm gonna put this into play tapped and pass. Yeah, probably a Tribal Flame Zoo deck based on the Overgrown Tomb Lightning Helix hand. Overgrown Tomb Lightning Helix usually indicates Tribal Flames. They didn't play their Tarmogoyf. Interesting. All right, well, let's find out why. The problem is plussing Lily after they bounce fails for us if they just don't block. So they just got super punished for waiting here. God bless. I don't know why they didn't just play their card. Playing another league after this or not? Probably Burgle. Probably going to play another league after this. Good, very good chance. I plan to play till at least 9 o'clock. So, and I don't mind if I run a little bit late tonight. There usually isn't anything we overlap with too much on Wednesdays. I mean, don't attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity, right? Like, that's a famous quote. Like, I think they just, like, overthought themselves and didn't play it out. Klets very seriously likes this new underwear. Probably a little bit too much. Probably a little bit too much. He's kind of obsessed with them. I don't know what we're going to play next tonight, though. I guess we could play Temur Vial. That got pushed up the queue today. I didn't pick out a 4th deck. I tend to only pick out 3 decks, then fly by the seat of my pants for the 4th. It's a little awkward. We'll see. I don't know. I might pick out something that's a little bit more of a meme, maybe a little bit faster. Why is it a ghost confirmed? Yeah, if there's like a combo deck in here, there's probably a combo deck in here somewhere. Do I have affinity in the queue? I feel like I don't. I do not. Confirm, do not have affinity in the queue. We'll see. We might also just get, like, stomped out of 2 more games with this deck and then have time to play another long deck. Alright, it's Thought Seize. It's pretty good. So we get to Thought Seize, then we get to Last Hope. I should take Loxodon Smiter, right? I don't want to deal with their 4/4. was kind of hoping they'd block here so I could finish this here. Oh, we do have Grixis Shoal Brand in there. Does it actually have shoals in it? It does, right? This is like classic red-black with shoals in it. Interesting. They draw a burn spell here. I wonder if they drew a burn spell. This smells like they drew a burn spell, right? They're gonna like ding her for 1 and then finish her with the burn spell. 4 shoal, roadkill with the bits. All right, we'll play Grixis Brand after this. I do like Grixis Brand. All right. Hey, rookie XP. Affinity. We will definitely get Affinity in the queue. I don't know if we're going to get to it tonight. That attack seems really aggressive if they don't have anything else going on. And I can shock this in and just like play a 5-mana. How incredibly fair. How incredibly fair. Just like tap 5 lands from a 5/5. Go. And thank you for the bits, Roadkill. Delve as intended, right? Just no fetch lands, just good, clean live-in. Holy crap, definitely not ghosting. Yeah, almost certainly not. Not just zero chance Ghostarino. 0 chance Ghostarino. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Is this legal to show on Twitch? Is my channel gonna get flagged for this? Is this a concession pulse? Feels like a concession pulse. Yeah, getcha. Getcha. Alright, Swag Dead in. Damnation in. Mana Leak is bad. This is absolutely illegal, right? Right? Engineered Explosives in. We're actually kind of light on cards for a matchup like this, but it's probably not too bad of a matchup in general. Mercy, stop it killing him. He's already dead. He's already dead. All right, let's run it back. Check the pulse. That. All right, you better have children, Angsty. That was like an all-in dad joke. I appreciate it, but I hope you have children. I feel like you're obligated to have children to make that joke you just made. Put this into play now. This hand's a little slow. I think if they play a 2-drop, I'm going to play EE out for 2 on 2. We have like Maelstrom Pulse to bridge us and EE in the mid game, and then like Thragtusk can help us stabilize in the late game. He made the joke and 2 kids showed up on his doorstep. Wow, no turn 2 play either. Huh. And then we drew turn 2 play. Ding. Oh no. He just wanted to scavenge opponent. He's just this little baby ooze trying to get by in the world. Why you gotta light him up like that? He's just trying to feed his family. Just trying to feed his family of little baby oozes. Maybe the opponent is ghosting and the playing out both smiters into the Maelstrom Pulse was like the next level to convince us that they certainly weren't ghosting. Maybe they're on an entirely different dimension than the rest of us. What's going on, Swamp? Howdy. That was a great draw. Man, we are hitting good ones here tonight. But I liked my green mana opponent. That was rude. My green mana and I, we were friends, opponent. My green mana and I, we go way back. I've not been a vegetarian forever. I became a vegetarian when I was 17 when I moved out of my parents' house. I never really cared for the taste of meat. Hey, Project Swamp. What if I donate for another deck to play? Also, Justin, you here? Well, we are going to play another deck after this. If you want, I'm never one to not take someone's $100 to cut the line, but I am going to play another league after this tonight. Regardless of if people send extra money. I don't think I want this Fatal Push. I think I just, like, want more threats, basically, right? So I can, like, have defense and offense, and just more lands, I think. Sorry, vegetarian. I became a vegetarian when I was 17, when I moved out of my parents' house, because I thought it would be very rude for me to tell my mother I wasn't going to eat what she cooked for dinner. So when I started preparing mostly my own meals, I became a vegetarian. Deal. You're smaller than my Tarmogoyf. I feel like smaller than a Tarmogoyf's like smaller than a bread box. It's like, We actually have the green-black Gitrog deck in the queue. It's actually pretty close to the top. We'll probably play it tomorrow. I still don't think I want Fatal Push. Like, I don't have any fetch lands. Like, it's not particularly good. So I get to play this. I get to Maelstrom Pulse your 4/4. I get to pass the turn. No, not at all. I just stopped eating things I didn't like to eat. Not really that big of a deal. Hey, the Young Duh with the 2-month Twitch Prime resubscription. Thank you very much for sending your fun money towards my channel again this month. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I assume we're going to lose this Goyf to a Bolt or a Helix here. I assume that's what this attack means, but like, it's going to get to kill like my Jace Fringe Prodigy or my Thrag Tusk, so I think I'm fine making that trade there. I've bottomed a bunch of cards I don't really want to draw, so I'm going to wait on cracking this fetch land. Let's play out this Engineered Explosives for 3 since they played another 3-drop out here. Yep, yeah, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. 100% of my stuff gets archived there, Devin Dragon. I think this is a command. Is it not a command? It might not. It is a command. Look at that. So I waited to crack this Engineered Explosives till now, so my opponent couldn't Bloodbraid Elf into a 3-drop pre-combat. Flipping Jace does trigger Revolt. You are correct. Is in fact how Magic the Gathering works. This is just nasty. I really like this Sultai list. This has been the most trim a Sultai list has ever felt to me in Modern. The mix of delve threats alongside Tarmogoyf, like, I really am a pretty big fan. Really am a pretty big fan of the things this deck is doing. You're still gonna lose to cards like, what's it called? Blood Moon, but the rest of the deck is pretty great. I feel like I kind of want more Tireless Tracker. We still have to play the rest of the league out here, obviously, but my gut says to me that I want to have Tireless Tracker in these Jace Fringe Prodigy slots, just because I feel like with Tarmogoyf and Delve creatures, we really position ourselves to be aggressive pretty well, and Tracker plays into that aggressive role more than Jace Fringe Prodigy does. Tireless Tracker is just a great Magic card, right? Just in general, just a quality Magic card. All right, well, we conceded one match because I didn't feel like playing against Blood Moon with my deck that can never beat Blood Moon, but otherwise we're 4-0, 2-0 in the matches of Magic we've actually played. I'm not sure, actually, so my feedback, so we actually haven't drawn them, but I'm not sure that I'm in love with Mana Leak in the deck either. Mana Leak, well, there they are. Mana Leak isn't particularly synergistic alongside Delve Threats. Like, Delve Threats encourage us to play our cards proactively so we can play our Delve Threats proactively. So we'll see how these Mana Leaks feel, but so far I think Mana Leak and Jace VP are the cards I'm not super excited about. I love that I get to do this full time now too. North End Duncan. North End Duncan? North End Ukan? I feel like it's North and Duncan. Opponent mulligan. You know what my favorite thing to do to the opponent to mulligan to 4 is? Play a turn 1 discard spell. Wow. Wow, they didn't concede. That's... Okay, sure. Yeah, your move. Yeah, it's a very, like, collection of reasonable modern legal cards, right? Like, for the most part. I'm gonna play this out so I can hold my Mana Leaks up. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. No, I like some of the blue cards. I like Snapcaster, and I like the cantrips, and like the cantrips and the Thought Scours make the Delve creatures better. Like, Jund is not a Delve creature deck. Jund is not a Delve creature deck. It's different. Like, I like access to the blue cards out of the sideboard. I think with Goyfs and Delve Threats and like Ceremonious Rejection and Disdainful Strokes, like, you probably have a pretty reasonable Tron matchup with this deck. Bind Mind with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I agree. I think I want like less blue in the main deck, but I think the core of the deck is very reasonable. I like the ideas that we have going on here. I'm just going to use my mana here. I'm just going to take the opportunity to 1-for-1 my opponent, just like kick them while they're down. Just like, if I draw a threat this way, I can play the threat instead of trying to feel like I want to hold up something else. Oh, look at that. They have 1 card in their hand. That's a damn shame. Now we're going to plus my Liliana and beat them down with a Creeping Torpid. Yeah, I agree. That's been my experience with decks like this too. But I think, like I said, I think having access to some counter spells out of the sideboard is worthwhile because there's some matchups that give like the traditional green-black shell fits that counter spells really fix. Yeah, it definitely is, Burgle. It's definitely, there's, people love Esper too, but I feel like Sultai is like, it's like closer to being good than Esper is, so we get Sultai more often. And again, to like set the bar kind of low, this is the best Sultai deck I've ever played. On stream, at least. Probably ever in Modern. Yeah, the Death Shadow deck's okay. It's fine. I actually think the Abzan Cord deck that we played today is a really good choice, Niviki. I don't think I would recommend traditional Kiki Cord. I don't think that deck is particularly good. I think if you wanted to play a creature combo deck in Modern right now, I would recommend trying the Abzan Cord deck that we played earlier tonight, or I'd recommend trying the Teamer Kiki Jiki deck that we've played a bunch on stream. I don't know if I have enough experience yet to say if this is objectively better or worse than the Sultai Shadow deck, but I do know that subjectively, this deck plays the style of Magic that I enjoy more than Sultai Shadow. Like the type of kind of like more mid-range grindy, less aggressive, I prefer this style of Magic. Nah, I'm just gonna edict them. Hit them with the Tar Pit. I think people just got bored, honestly. I think a lot of the people that were playing the Shadow decks were just like spikes looking to play the best deck in Modern. And with the introduction of Bloodbraid Elf, there was now a wider selection of decks that were super competitive that people could play. Also, like, Humans established itself as a tier 1 deck in the format. So, like, I think a lot of the spikes that were playing Grixis Shadow, like, split off into Humans and Jund variations. Look, Burgle, I just auto-import. I don't think about it. I didn't think about it. I just auto-imported, okay? Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Alright, so Liliana's not great. Good Storm players often board out some of their creatures against us, so I'm going to trim some of our spot removal. Like, we still have Liliana and discard spells and Pulse and Abrupt Decay. I think... yeah, some of them went to play Hollowed One too now. Jeskai Control's an okay archetype. It's fine. I think I want to cut this E. I have 2 Maelstrom Pulses for cleaning up. Pulse is better than Push because it can clean up Goblin tokens. It can also kill Pyromancer's Ascension, which some of them are bringing in out of the sideboard these days. I think I'm gonna... I think I want to do this. I think I want to do this. I think this is what I want to do with my life. Jace just flashing back discard spells is pretty good, but I guess he's a little clunky. Yeah, I'm going to trim these and put a 3rd Goblin's Answer, and I like 3 Goblin's Answers. Yeah, I don't think Azcanta is particularly good in this style of archetype. Like, one of the reasons why Azcanta kind of struggles in a deck like this too is not only because of your creature count, but also because the types of spells that you're playing. Azcanta can't find us win conditions in this deck. Like, could you imagine, like, even this hand, right? Like, if these mana leaks were discard spells, this hand would be much better, right? Because we'd be able to just, like, play them out proactively and, like, work our way up to the Angler while we're disrupting our opponent. Instead, we have to play this reactionary game plan, and it's just not going to be great. It's not going to be great. Jace just isn't the type of card that's good in Modern. That was a fantastic draw. It allows us to leave interaction up without having mana up. This card's very good in this style of matchup. So again, just like last game, I'm going to be very aggressively mana leaking stuff this game. Very aggressively. It's possible these Disdainful Strokes aren't good enough in this matchup. It's possible that just tagging Gifts and Past in Flames is too narrow. And maybe I don't want both or either. Maybe these should just be Jace's. I really hope Stoneforge Mystic will get unbanned. I really hope that the unbanning of Jace and Bloodbraid Elf not turning the format on its head. I mean, honestly, we unbanned those cards, and the two best decks from the Pro Tour are still the two best decks in the format, right? So, like, we unbanned these cards, and basically nothing changed. So I hope that that's a big green light to Wizards of the Coast to say, hey, we can let loose some of these other things in the ban list that probably shouldn't be banned. Yeah, Culligan's Command, a Braid. Also just like a 4/4 lifelink Vigilance on turn 3 just isn't particularly good. It's honestly not. I'm mana leaking this because I don't want to get Empty the Warrens this turn. So like, get out of here. Since I drew another one, I'm going to cantrip this to try and hit a land and put a card in my graveyard. Deathrite Shaman should not be legal. Deathrite Shaman probably shouldn't be legal in Legacy. So let's keep that one out of Modern, shall we? I'm gonna gamble here. I'm gonna stick to Gurmag Angler. They untap and play third land and kill me. So be it. We could get punished for not playing the other Nihil Spellbomb out, but like playing the Gurmag Angler out while they don't have remand up is also valuable. Oh god, chat. Sorry, I need Sorry. I'm gonna get it together, chat. I swear I'm gonna get it together. I just needed to work that out there for a second. Is anybody else feeling ill? In the format where Moxes are legal, the Birds of Paradise card is worse. That's probably true. Mox Opal's really offensive. Mox Opal is like an exceptionally offensive card. Okay, pieces, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, everyone's like, you're right, I was wrong, Jace is fine. And then they're like, no, Stoneforge Mystic is definitely too good, we're sure. It's like, can you just like sit down and like listen to yourself for like half a fucking second? Like, you just got off of being wrong. Could we just like chill for 30 seconds and be like, you know what? Maybe we're wrong again. Maybe Stoneforge Mystic, that one might also be fine. I would never be a vegan. I like cheese. The reason why I'm a vegetarian is because I don't like eating meat. So, if at some point in my life my tastes changed to a point where you know what? I think I missequenced here. I think I knew, this is very subtle, but it matters. I think I knew that I was going to push my Liliana up this turn and discard the Disdainful Stroke regardless of what their hand was. So I should have pushed the Liliana up first before casting Thoughtseize. And the reason I want to sequence in that way is it makes my opponent choose which card they're discarding, thinking that they're keeping the Empty the Warrens. So like, for instance, there's a non-zero chance that my opponent would have discarded Search for Azcanta to my Liliana the Veil, thinking that they were going to get to go off with Goblins next turn. And so I gave up a small amount of percentage points there by waiting like I did. I'm lactose intolerant. That sounds terrible. I love milk. I love dairy. All I'm gonna say is, as far as terms of things being too good or things being too bad, is that power level is contextual. The current power level of Modern is very high. And I think Magic players are bad at predicting the future because if there are people that can predict the future out in the world, they're doing something better with their skill than evaluating TCG cards. Do I nuke this Spellbomb to not let them flip search? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, good, Velik. I appreciate that. Use your words. Yeah, do that. Be a fucking adult. Why is Twin too good? So I think if you try and articulate it, you're gonna understand that it's not. That was a good cycle. Yeah, people that have listened to me rant about Modern know I hate the pod argument. The pod restricts design space so we can't print good creatures anymore. That's a bad argument. You don't ban cards preemptively. You ban them when they actually become a problem. So when you print that broken creature, then ban Birthing Pod. Don't ban it forever before. Hi, wife. How are you? Do we need to talk for a minute?
It's cold down here.
It's cold.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Breaking up with me?
You had that look on your face like I want to talk to you. Mute your microphone.
I always want to talk to you.
Oh, isn't she adorable, chat? Isn't she adorable?
What time are you streaming till?
9:30, 10. Long time.
I want to tell you something. It's not important though and urgent, but I just want to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Well, you can talk to me when I'm done with work. I love you.
I don't want to wait till you're done.
Oh. Poor honey.
Can I just borrow him for a minute, chat?
All right, what do you need? Oh, not muted yet. Hold on. Dinner?
Maybe.
What are we doing for dinner? I'm so hungry.
I'll think about it.
And don't do the thing where you think about it until I've been starving for all night and the kids finally go to bed.
Do you know Portillo's has 55-cent cake?
Yeah, I already had some today.
I want some.
That's where Declan got his cake from. Thank you, Chad, for letting Christy borrow me. All right, sweet. We're 3-1 here. We conceded a match to Blood Moon, but yeah, like I've been saying, I like this Sultai deck a lot.
I cock-blocked a resub.
Oh, there was a sub. There was a sub. Avian MTG. I meant to do it and then I got distracted. She's just so cute. Thank you very much for your Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate you sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. Yeah, Portillo's chocolate cake, 55 cents a slice if you live near a Portillo's. You just have to buy a sandwich with it.
It's just today because it's their 55th birthday.
55-cent cake. It was fantastic. I mean, taco pizza sounds great.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like
it was
roadkill.
Very good. It was Doritos on my pizza.
I will get you a Dorito pizza after the kids go to bed. Which
Really?
It's in like 10 minutes.
Really? You're gonna get me a Dorito pizza?
Do you want a Dorito pizza?
I mean, kinda. Unless there's something else that you want that you'll eat. How long was the line? It actually wasn't bad. Declan and I went there right after the gym this morning, so we got there at like 10 after 11, and the drive-through line didn't exist yet. It was great. I was expecting there to be a massive line. In fact, had there been a line, I was going to go to Jimmy John's, but there wasn't a line. It was great. Shrinking the Goyf has come up once or twice, but I'm really a pretty big fan of just having this many threats in this deck. Well, if you've never heard me negotiate dinner with my wife before, it's a long process because she never knows what she wants. Don't talk about Dorito pizza, it hurts. What's going on, F Gator? We've got a full meme coming up in the queue after this. After this league, we are gonna play some Griselbrand, some Grixis Griselbrand. No. See, this is the perfect thing, Worm. Stoneforge Mystic being printed makes Leonin Arbiter unplayable because every Leonin Arbiter deck would rather play Stoneforge Mystic. Every Leonin Arbiter deck would rather play Stoneforge Mystic. So Leonin Arbiter becomes just ooh. Who's ready for a slog, chat? Who's ready for a slog? All right, buckle up. Oh, man. This match is going to take 45 minutes, isn't it? This actually, it's like the inverse of buckle up though, right? It's like the buckle up inverse drop for the beam. Gonna take their Jace away here. A player may concede the match at a point. Look, I play pretty quickly usually, so I look forward to timing our opponent out if we're being honest. Any opinions on Grixis control? Corey Burkhart scrubbed the mocks with it, so unless he ran Project Swamp, dinner is on me tonight. Thanks for the bit, Swamp. Let me know if you want to put those towards a donation deck of your choice. Thank you. They sent bits for pizza, Christy. I need pizza. Pizza's yummy. You gonna remand my Thought Scour opponent? That's what we've come to. They just want to fill their graveyard, right? Because they have a Gurmag Angler in their hand. So Corey Burkhart had a very bad Mox tournament. The Mock Magic Online Championships playing Grixis control. So like, if he couldn't make it work, it's probably not very good. I guess Mana Leak might be good at some point. Maybe. I mean, the Ceramic Equipment deck is a dank meme, if that's what you're referring to. Oh, they drew Dark Ritual. Got Dark Rituals of their own. It's crack a cold one with the guys next to you stuck in traffic kind of match. Yep. Dr. P. Rizzle in the house. Okay. Dr. Dre says... Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. Look at him walking around grabbing his you-know-what, flipping him the you-know-who. He's so cute, though. I've been wondering lately about Abzan. I know Bloodbraid is fun and explosive, but I've loaded up some good old Lingering Souls and Tireless Trackers and slogged through every game. Young PZMD. Losing the Maelstrom Pulse here is really bad. Yeah, we're pretty dead this game. Can we... But Eminem makes it work, right? I kind of just want to Griselbrand some people. Yeah, I'll put Dredge back in the Q Project Swamp. Will do. Sounds perfect. Now, I really feel like this deck's just not well equipped to grind out. And I feel like I have good feedback on what I would change in this deck. Not Ape Dredge. Ape Dredge is bad, Iron. I know you love it, but it's bad. So these are the cards I wasn't a fan of. I think I would make these be something else. My gut says I would like 2 Tireless Trackers and then probably 2 more pieces of discard and then maybe another piece of spot removal or another Planeswalker. Like 3 Liliana the Veil's probably fine in this deck. 3 Liliana the Veil's probably fine in this deck. So yeah, I think I'd turn these into 3 drops and then discard spells here is what I would go with off the bat. I'm pretty happy with the sideboard. Maybe could use a touch more spot removal in the sideboard, like Collective Brutality or 2 to really help burn. A JQL Girl with the $5 donation. Thank you very much. Here's some extra democracy for the Blue-Black Mill deck. If no one else will give Mill love, I guess it's up to me. Thank you for the support, and we'll push that one right on up. Board in Dorito Pizza. I wonder if... No, I don't think you want Dismember. I think I'd play like some Collective Brutalities. Like, you could possibly too, like, replace some of these Dispels with Collective Brutalities as well, just because, like, Brutality's good in a lot of the matches that Dispel is good, while also being good against burn and aggressive decks. Yeah, I agree. I really feel like 3 Brutalities kind of the floor. Honestly, you could even main deck Brutality here. Like, you could go 2 Trackers... and then like 2 Brutalities and then like an Inquisition here, do that. I don't hate that as well. I would definitely get 3 to 4 Brutality in the 75 though. It fills so many roles. And like Brutality really helps these decks fix their wrong half problem that they have in a lot of matchups, because it allows you to convert resources into other resources. All right, at any rate, that wraps up Sultai. Let's find